Hello Pisces, Elsie here to do your reading for the week ahead. I am here to throw some cards. We're going to start with Sacred Destiny by Denise Lynn. These are oracle cards. We'll get some energy there and then we'll use some tarot and go from there. So thank you for clicking here. If you are new, I hope you will stay. We really need to kind of beef up on our Pisces crew here. And if you want to know what is to happen this week, there's a sneak peek for the week. And if you want to go take a look at that for this week, sneak peeks are always for the current week. You'll know what's supposed to be going on this week. This reading is for the week ahead. Okay, Pisces, we have solitude and delight. Interesting. We have solitude. I feel like you have moved away from something, and that's why you're in solitude. So either it's maybe a bad relationship, maybe a really hard friendship. It could be a marriage, definitely. Some sort of relationship. I feel the reason that you're spending time in solitude is because you are practicing your connection with the universe. I think you're listening, Pisces. Yeah, it is really amazing that when you control your environment and you can get into a place of solitude at least once in a while, it really is amazing how much more connected to self you'll feel. Absolutely. I think your nights are lonely though. I think you're lonely and I think you spend a lot of time in solitude because I feel, Pisces, that you're the person who just keeps getting hurt. And I don't mean hurt in relationships. I mean friendships. I mean workplace. I mean, I feel like you're the person who is the empath and you don't only carry your own heavy energy, you carry the heavy energy of others as well. And it's going to be different for those of you, how you feel this energy, depending on whether it shows up in your sun, moon, or rising. We have delight. Delight, I feel, is coming after a long period of being by yourself. We've got delight. This bird, I feel, belongs in the wild. Yeah, you can't really cage the bird. When you try and cage the free bird, it just dies, right? Yeah, it can no longer live in its environment and do the things that it wants to do. I feel like you have to let the free bird fly, Pisces, because the free bird, the one that's not caged, will choose to come back. And if they don't, I mean, whatever's meant for you will never pass you by, right? But I feel as though we're looking at, you're pulling away from the pack. You're going it alone for some reason. I feel like you just recently had an opening of the heart and the throat chakra. Oh, this bird's ready to sing. Okay. Thank you, Charlie. There we go. So we got the blue beak, right? Blue is the throat chakra, standing all around in the green. Heart is open. Pink is using the crown, right? Yeah, and I feel as though because these birds are in the background, I feel like you've decided to go it alone and you are in solitude. I wonder why you've decided to go it alone. All right, let's take a look here. Thank you for clicking here. I appreciate you. Here we go. We're looking at solitude and delight. Just listening. Sorry, whenever I go quiet, if you're new, I'm just listening. Okay, Charlie says, yeah. Okay, yeah, I understand. So I'm doing a different spread than than I have been in the past, and I tend to do so because I do get help from my guardian angels. One of them is Charlie, and I do get help from my angels, and yeah, this is something we're doing that's a little bit newer this week. Let's take a look here. This is the Wild Unknown Tarot that I'm using right now. Interesting. The Empress, the Four of Swords, Four of Cups. We've got two fours. Interesting. You're on the right path. That's what it means. Yeah, fours are all about being on the right path. Look at that third eye open on that Four of Swords card. You are wide awake, Pisces. You're listening. You're feeling. These cards are not read in the reverse, so that's why I turned it up. But that's okay. We're going to do a lot of clarifying. And we have the Eight of Wands. I think you know that you are about to get some communication I feel like some of you are the Empress, and really, whether you're feminine or masculine leaning, this could be you, because we all have feminine and masculine energy. To truly be the Empress, though, you would be primarily in your feminine energy, and you are connected to the universe. You are all of the queens. You have all of the knowledge and the energy of the queens. You could be someone in childbearing years, don't have to be, though. Ooh, the Ace of Cups. Somebody is waking up to love. Wow. Ooh, I just got a pang of anxiety for a second. Something's about to go off. There is a situation that you've been waiting on, Pisces. That's what Charlie says. Situation you've been waiting on. It's about to kick off. And it's all about communication, love, and moving forward fast, fast, fast. Yep. The World card. We're closing a chapter and moving forward. I don't know why I know that you're moving forward fast, but it feels like it's going to be fast. I feel like you shut this door. Boom, like that. I don't think anybody thought that you would just shut the door and be on your way, Pisces, because you are the one who's understanding. You're the empath. You take on everybody's bull, right? You take on everybody's stuff, right? They all tend to come and talk to you, try and talk it out with you. And I think when you start throwing down boundaries and ending chapters because you're learning karmic lessons, I think it's going to shock a few people that you know, but you need your justice, and it's all about you. You've realized that this is all about you. It's not about everyone else. Nope, you can no longer do what is good for everyone else. You must pay attention to what your teachings are as well. And I feel like while you are in solitude, because the person who is in the Four of Swords is in solitude, I feel like when you're in solitude, you're reborn. Yeah, the Lamb is here. I feel like it's like you're on new legs, like a baby lamb, right? Like a kid. Yeah, like a kid. Yeah, exactly. It's like you're on new legs. Since the opening of this third eye, I feel like you may have felt really that maybe you were getting sick. I think that you were feeling symptoms. You were feeling, I think I want you to go, Ascension symptoms. And I think you would have felt ill. And you didn't know what it was because it felt weird. You were sniffling some days. Maybe you would go a few days, not feel bad, maybe pick up a fever for 24 hours. It would leave, and maybe you were feeling lethargic. I feel like maybe lethargy kind of crept in. Yeah. And you stopped noticing things, maybe not stopped noticing, but really found it really hard to get up and keep moving forward. Now, the Four of Cups here, of course, is about missing an opportunity, right? That maybe somebody came to you with an opportunity and you said, no thanks, I don't want that opportunity. Or maybe you just decided not to look at it because you didn't feel as though the person on the other side of this was in love. Charlie cuts in and finishes my sentences. He says in another time he's my soulmate. It's really kind of cool. Okay, so we have the Four of Cups, and I feel like you would have felt unwell. Yeah, weird symptoms, not really sick, not feeling like you were sick, but not really feeling like you could get up and participate in life. I feel like you were anteing up to the Empress. Yeah, I think you were going levels up. I think you were in an Ascension, Pisces. I feel like you were feeling Ascension symptoms and you really couldn't get up to take care of any of those cups because emotionally you just didn't have the energy to do it. Yeah, I feel like it was like almost like a heaviness that was holding you down. I feel like when you get emotionally overwhelmed, Pisces, that you just sit, like things have to be done around you, but you just sit. And there's, it's okay to say so. It's okay to just say, I can't. No reason other than I can't. Empress, dear Empress, if you are identifying as the Empress, you don't have to be Taurus and Libra. Those are the connections of the zodiac signs with the tarot. I feel as though, dear Empress, that you are the person who has all of the knowings of all of the queens. Yeah, you're balanced. I feel like that's what was happening in this Ascension. I feel like you were becoming the Empress. I feel like that you are the white part of the tree. And I feel as though the pink part of the tree is, you had a bit of a knowing. Yeah, right? You had a bit of a knowing. You can see that the white kind of turns into pink just a little bit, but then it gets fiery around the outside. I feel like that's what you have always been intuitive. You've always been empathic, but I feel as though it was what happened in this last ascension that made you shine brightly. Now, that being said, shining brightly means that you really do have to pull away from the pack. Because if you don't, they're going to just be using your energy, right? You need to figure out who the people are that will not misuse your energy. Oh my goodness. So there is communication. It says it right here. Communication from a new love that is either you've just closed a chapter or they have. I feel like you've closed the chapter. And I feel like because you closed the chapter, this is why you are being blessed with this. This was the last lesson, Pisces, for you to learn. That's kind of beautiful. This was the last lesson you had to learn. You had to learn boundaries, self-respect. I come first. That's not selfish. I think you had to unlearn a lot of behaviors that you had learned along the way. And as empaths, we will, right? Because we do know that we want to help, but when we do help, we end up feeling sometimes twice as bad as they do because we now have our heavy energy, our shadow work, and we also have theirs, right? Okay, here we go. Let's clarify just a little bit here. This is a beautiful reading, Pisces. Thank you for your beautiful energy. It helps that I have, in my big three, I have Pisces. It really helps that I connect to you. Okay, here we go. Empress. Now, you could be dealing with someone who is a Libra or a Taurus. Don't have to be. Virgo. Virgo, hermiting, again, solitude, right? Staying in your lane. Yeah, I think that's what it is. It's staying in your lane, paying attention to you, right? I don't really think you saw this ascension coming, but I feel as though you do spend a lot of time in meditation, possibly prayer, trying to find your light. You are quite spiritual, and you've always known there is a power higher than you that was watching over you and being with you. The hermit is that. The hermit is quite spiritual, and as he holds the lantern, he follows the light that's been given to him, just and not because of anything but faith, right? Yeah. So tell me about this awakening, this Four of Swords here. During this time, I feel like you're very quiet. You're not speaking to anyone. You're certainly not singing. Yeah. There we go. It's dead quiet. I feel that in this energy here that you're feeling a little bit like you're not enough. Yeah. You're feeling like, look, I barely had the energy to get up and go and do the work and come home and do the groceries and do the kids and and then all of a sudden I get this really heavy energy that pulls me back down to earth, and I don't know what that is, right? I think it was Ascension. I think you were letting go of some things. I think you've been working harder than you think. Now, the thing is with the Four of Swords, I see is as you're not really talking with anybody in the Four of Swords. I feel like they're all pointed down, no communication, or very little. I also feel that the Five of Pentacles is here as a disconnect. You feel disconnected from self, disconnected from people. You don't know who your people are anymore because you've had to cut so many out to keep your boundaries. Seven of Swords. Yeah, I feel as though you may have given your cup to someone, Pisces, and they turned it away. I feel like someone might have turned you down, and that might have hurt your feelings. Yeah. There, Seven of Swords, right? It's about being deceived or someone's lying to you. I also see it as, that person potentially broke your heart, because this person here, if you can see, is carrying the Three Swords over the left shoulder. So also I feel as though that there could have been harsh words spoken as well. And Two Swords in the ground tells me that there was a decision made by you, and that was, I'm not ever going to offer my cup again. Yeah. For some of you, you're like, no, I'm not doing it. I'm done. So you go into hermit mode and you keep your back to it, right? like the Hermit is, keeping his back to all the crap that's going down, right? So you learn to live that way, I think. You're wondering when your justice is coming because you feel like you're doing all the right things. And honestly, we have 2 4s. You're on the right path. So I see it too. Yeah. Tell me about the 8 of Wands, please. Tell me about this communication. It's someone you haven't seen for a long time, or maybe someone you've known for a long time. This is a general reading. Don't forget that, right? So it can go either way. I'm reading for many energies and not just one. So if you need help knowing how to view a general reading, there are some notes at the bottom of my description. Okay, so I feel as though with the 8 of Wands, we have communication coming in. You've been waiting a very long time for this communication. You, my dear psychic friend, are the one who knows it was coming. You had a knowing. Yeah, you had a knowing that there was this communication, but I feel like some of you might have waited 7 years. To me, pentacles are years. Yeah, and it could be maybe you waited this long to hear this person say the words. Right? To come to you with the cup and say, can we try this? I'm in love with you. I'm in deep like with you. I really want to try something new with you. That's beautiful. Wow, Pisces, you got me all up in my feelings here. Whew, I got Taurus in my sun. It's really hard for me to get into my feelings, even though I am a Pisces moon. I seem to only be able to do it when I'm, channeling. Yeah. Okay, Ace of Cups. Ooh, okay. Person coming forward. Could be someone in their fire energy. Doesn't have to be. We also have Libra, right? We have Libra here as well. And I feel like we have Taurus energy here. We have Virgo. We have, Taurus and Libra as well. And I feel like we have fire energy, water energy, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. I feel like the person that's coming forward to you is someone who has been, look, we got 2 7s now. I don't know what the 7s are. You might need to look that up. And if you do, if you want to copy and paste it here, and maybe I'll pin it up to the top there so everybody can see it. But we have 2 7s here. And I tend to see 7s as this, a little bit of angst, waiting, feeling defensive, not knowing what to do. But also when 2 7s come up, I feel like it's heaven sent. So I feel like these are lessons that you had to learn. You could have chosen not to learn these lessons because these are minor arcana, but you chose to learn the lessons. So now I feel like it's time for you to get the communication that you've been wishing for. But you know what? I think for some of you, you had to close the door on another relationship before you could move forward. And not because you wanted to, but because the universe said it so. There was no way that you were going to get to go into that next relationship without closing the door, without learning the karmic lesson from the karmic relationship. Yep, you had to get real with yourself. You had to bring it all to the surface, Pisces, because you had to empty it all out in the last cycle. And then just close the door on it, being honest with yourself, being honest with others. And to you, it didn't really matter whether they felt justified, but you have your justice. Because now you're clean with you, and now you can move forward. You've learned the karmic lessons. And I think your karmic lessons are going to equate in some sort of a relationship, because I feel like someone's coming forward that has been thinking about coming forward for a while, but they're really defensive because it's been years and years, and they think that, well, of course, if it's been years and years, right, you might just shred them with the swords. I feel like this person that's coming forward has had you in deceit for a long time. I feel like this person could be coming forward in 7 days. I also feel like this person has emotion for you. Yep, they're bringing that big fat ace of cups there. They love you. They're in love with you. They have a depth of love, and they want to start something new with you in love. I am now shuffling the Divine Goddess Oracle. I'm just looking for time here. Oh, good. Okay. So I'm going to put down these oracles, and I think we're going to go into the extended here, and we're going to clarify the oracles. Plus, I have more information I want to get from here, from the Kippers, find out the situation. I want to know what situation, who are the players in this story besides you, so you have the best information that you have to move forward if you're interested in doing that. And don't forget, you can always get a private reading with me too. Private readings begin at $35. The link to Wizio is in the description. All right, here we go. Realignment. I feel like when you are in your hermit energy, that's exactly what you're doing, right? Realigning. Your eye is opening there, the third eye. So we have realignment says shift your perspective for a gained sense of clarity. That's what you're getting, clarity. All right, boundaries. Yeah. The song Inner Ninja just popped into my head. If you don't know that song, it's all about boundaries. Yeah. It's about somebody finding their voice and finding their boundaries. And they always had it within them. They knew the lyrics go, I knew the rules before I broke them, but I had to break the chains before they choked me out. Yeah, it's good. Inner Ninja. All right, putting in the work. It says action that helps achieve goals, building the path for success. Interesting. Because we've got deception here. We have emotional deception here. Someone's been hiding their feelings. And I feel like you're about to hear what's going on from your divine counterpart. Look at that. Okay, there it is. It's all out there. This person is sent to you by the divine. And this is your divine counterpart. The person you clicked here for, that's them. If you feel like they're on the way, believe it. Feel it. Believe it, because it is. It is about to come into Technicolor for you. We've got peace. Peace says, peace and contentment are coming to you after this long-ass wait right here. We've got decisions. The need to gain clarity through decision making. You're going to be making some decisions with this person. And sacrifice. You are going to have to sacrifice some things. Maybe you're just going to have to, maybe just not do things as you always did. Maybe it's time to get into a different cycle, and that might require you letting go of some things. Yeah, ideas, personal belongings, material things. Yeah, spiritual practices possibly. Yeah. All right. So I think what we're going to do is leave it here. If you are interested in watching me clarify the rest of these oracles, like I said, we are going to throw the kipper out down here. We're going to use some of the other oracle decks so we can get more answers. And of course, we're always going to look at Gaia, right? So I'm going to go for now. Thank you so much, Pisces, for coming here and clicking here. And yeah, if you're interested in a reading, everything's down below. I'm going to go for now. Thanks, Pisces. Bye-bye.